Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes and
Loose Mike.
So welcome back to all our returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give us a thumbie. They are free. Now, nobody likes to start a video with a little bit of a moan, but I am just a smidgy bit. And there's a good reason for it. Mike doesn't even know that this was going to come out of my mouth. So if he looks a bit puzzled, that's why. When we say give us a like, they are free, or give us a thumb, they are free, that is because we are very fortunate that we get majoritively over 100 views per video we put out, which is amazing for the small channel that we are. And we thank you so much for doing that. Views do count, but they're not as important as thumbs. The thumbs are what makes my video the top of the list or close to the top of the list so more people can find me. And when we have like over 100 views but only 20 thumbs, it's a little bit worrying in the sense of, are you not liking it? You're watching it, but you're not liking it. Now, some of it could be because you're on a device, which means you can't do any of that. And I know that there are some devices that are out there like it, especially if you watch on a telly, for example. But we keep encouraging thummies, guys, because we want you all to enjoy what we do, and we enjoy doing it for you. But if we could please have a few more thumbs on videos, and it's not just for us, it's for everybody that you watch. Give your thumbs to all that you watch, and they would truly appreciate it, because it really does help. It really does matter, and it doesn't cost a penny. So thank you very much. Anyway, it's Friday. What happens here on a Friday is Crochet Catch Up. And that means we fill you in on all the crochet shenanigans we have been up to in the past week. Now, if you were here yesterday, you know that we completed Tile of the Week. That is an FO for both of us every week so far. Touch wood, cross fingers. However, we also do some of our other projects, and we like to come on and show you where we have got with them. So we're nearly even Stevens today with what we've got to show. Normally I have 3 or 4 things and Mike only has 1 or 2, but I've only got 3 and Mike's got 2. So
I still only have 2.
yeah, but that number may not be all it appears. And you'll figure that out in a minute as well, because there has been some exciting developments. Anyway, the first thing I want to talk about is Luck of the Draw 7, hashtag LOTD7. If you are not sure who is taking part in it, type that in the search bar at the top of YouTube, and anyone that's used that hashtag will pop up and you'll have a plethora of videos to watch. This is only my second go round because we've only been around for about a year now. So this is my second go round. Mike is on a mission with other avenues of crochet to explore this year, so he hasn't jumped in on this one. Hopefully Nan will do a number 8 before the end of the year, but no pressure, Nan. Just if and when you can, we really appreciate it. And if you don't know who Nan is from Nan's Next Knots. I'll link her down in the description box. Go check her out, because this was her brilliant idea. Basically, you pick one main colour and 8 other colours. Your main colour goes in every week, but in between those main colours are these 8 different ones. But you don't have to worry about what order to put them in. Nan does it for you. She puts all the numbers in a hat, mixes them all up and blindly picks. And that is the number that you watch every week on a Thursday on her channel that goes into your project. Now, she started off with a blanket and designed her own blanket, and it is beautiful. That's what Mike and I did last time. But you can do this with any project you have. There has been amigurumis, wraps, shawls, blankets, curtains, you name it. If you can put all those different colours in one project, you're golden. You don't have to stress about what order you put them in. Nan does that for you, and every week you go to visit with her for a couple of minutes, and then she tells you what you need to do. You get it done before the next week, and you repeat, and it goes on for 20 weeks. We are currently, well, I am showing you up to week 12, because yesterday would have been week 13, and I haven't had a chance to get it in yet. I'm always a week behind. So when she drew the first number, I came on a week later to show you that I'd put my first number in. So we're going to be a week behind. So week 12 was this beautiful pink, blue, yellow and white at the top here. My main colour is this mushroom. And if you are new here, this is Stylecraft Special DK. This is a UK yarn. This is like our workhorse yarn, but it is much softer than something like Red Heart. So this is what a lot of us UKers can get in bulk at a very reasonable price. I think the last time I bought some, it was about £2.19 a skein, which is roughly $3, maybe $3.50, somewhere in that ballpark. And with the cost of yarn rising, this is still a really reasonable price, because you do get 322 yards per skein or ball. So this is well worth it. So this will be my main colour every week. As you can see, I've interspersed between my colours a section of mushroom. That's this colour. This is what I'm calling my ugly experiment. A lot of you have said, stop calling it that, Sam. It's not ugly. But it is to me, because I have picked 8 variegated or self-striping yarns, which I would never put 8 different ones of them in one project normally. And then to pair it with, you know, a neutral, this is not normally my bag. And I thought, you know what, I haven't got any ideas for these random one balls of variegated, so I'm going to put them in a luck of the draw and see how it turns out. That's why it's my ugly experiment. I am not following any pattern other than I have decided to do 1 row of half double, 1 row of half double in the 3rd loop, another row of half double and another row of half double in the 3rd loop. Basically alternate, half double in 3rd, half double in 3rd, and that is for each section. So each section is 4 rows, big, long, wide, whichever of those. So it would be wide, wouldn't it? Yeah. So 4 rows wide. So this is the 12 weeks. So we are getting into duplicate territory, because there are only 8 colours and we are on week 12. You can see that this week's colour was down here as well. And now it is up here. Now I am having an issue with one of my ends. One of my sides is going really wonk. And I think it's because not all of the yarns I have chosen are the same fibre. I think some of them are so silky and so slippy that it's cinching it in, and then it's puffing out again with the acrylic, which the main colour is as well. So it's kind of doing a bit of this, guys. So I, at the end, need to work my magic on some kind of amazing border to make it even look like it's got straight edges. So yeah, I've been crocheting for nearly 9 years, but even I get it wrong, even I mess up, and like I said, I think it's because all the fibres vary. That is what I'm going with, that's what I'm sticking to, that is my excuse, because my stitch count is correct. I'm checking my stitch count and it's still the count I had at the foundation chain. So I don't know, and I'm using the same hook. I'm using my Candy Shop furls, which I have been for the whole thing, so nothing is changing other than the fibres in the yarns that I'm putting in. So I need to straighten my edges at the end. That could be a bit of a hoo-ha. I shall let you know. We're nowhere near that though. Like I said, it's just been week 13, which I will show you next week. There is still time to jump in, guys, because if you're only doing a few rows for each colour, you will smash through those 12 before you even can blink. And every week it's just a few rows of, for me, in and amongst all my other projects that I've got going on. So that is my luck of the draw 7. Jump in, no pressure if you can't though. And this will still be coming to you for the next 7 weeks. So already, guys, we're over the halfway point. I can't believe it. Isn't that just crazy? Right. I'm only going to show you my project bag for this one. You're not allowed to see what's inside, but I need to say to you that there is something in here.
Oh, that's what you mean by numbers.
Yeah, there is something in here, and it is an FO, but it's to do with a different segment I do on this channel. So you will get to see the contents, just not on this video. It will have its own video, and I think, all being well and fingers crossed, you will be able to see the contents of this bag on Sunday. So stay tuned. But it is an FO, so technically I have got an FO Friday. I just can't prove it. I'll prove it on Sunday. Do you believe me? Do you trust me? Mike knows what it is. Hey! Mike knows what it is, and it is an FO, isn't it?
Yes, it's an FO.
Okay, so I will show you that on Sunday. So yeah, technically I've got 3 bags down here, but you're only going to see the contents of 2. And technically Mike's got 2 bags over there. You will see the contents of both bags, but it might mean that whip numbers change. Maybe. So the last thing I've got to show you, which I borrowed Mike's project bag for. So when I've shown you that,
a cool bag.
when I've shown you that FO that I've just put back down there, I'll be able to transfer this into that and give Mike his bag back.
Yes, because that is what my next project's going in.
Ooh, have you decided what your next project's going to be?
Yeah.
You have. Okay. Are you going to tell the folks about it when it's your turn?
No.
Always keeping secret.
And you're not even allowed to see it until it's done.
Oh my. Right.
Sorry.
So this is a whip. This is what I wanted to have been wearing filming this video, but it didn't happen and I'm gutted, but it was to get that other FO done. I can't do it all, guys. I wish I could. I wish I had more time to crochet and get it done, but it's no. So, as you may know, I last week started to work on the beautiful Cinnamon Stitches beautiful tutorial of the Sunshine and Rainbow Shrug. I'll link Cinnamon and her wonderful tutorial down below. Check it out. It is amazing. Now, her shrug sits right underneath the girls, right underneath your bust. And for Manfa, that's just a little bit too short. I don't think that I would be comfortable in that. All power to you, though. You want a little shrug, that's the shrug for you because it is beautiful. Also, she did it as part of Mary Maxim week, and she used Mary Maxim yarns. Now, because Mike and I are in the UK, it is so difficult to get a hold of Mary Maxim, or if we can get hold of it, it costs an astronomical amount to get it shipped to us. And I wasn't prepared to do that because although I've fallen off the wagon a couple of times, I'm not supposed to be buying yarn, but then I bought yarn for this project anyway. It's just not Mary Maxim, so that's kind of a moot point, isn't it? Anyway, so I did an LYS trip. There is a video on my channel where you see what yarns I bought, and it's those yarns that I'm using for this project. So I don't want the shrug just underneath the girls. I'm making it a longer cardigan-esque length of top. And when I showed it to you last week, there was just a tiny little strip, I believe. Well. I have got one panel completed. That's one side. And that's the other side. So that's one completed panel. And I am 1 row of colour and 2 rows of the white short of having the second panel completed. So there's only 3 more rows to put on this and I will have a completed second panel. Now, the beauty of a self-striping yarn and the fact that they're not all wound exactly the same way is you're not going to start each skein on the same colour and therefore it's not going to be an exact mirror image. Now, normally Manfa would steal well clear because I am into colour control and symmetry and everything has to, you know, but with this I am trying to take a leaf out of Cinnamon Stitch's book and just let the yarn go. Let the yarn do what it wants to do, and you'll still have a beautiful garment of clothing or whatever item you're wearing at the end of it. I am trying to let go of this control freak in me and go with it, because if anyone inspires me to get out of my comfort zone and to try something that I wouldn't normally, Cinnamon Stitches is one of them. There are many, but because we're talking about Cinnamon Stitches, she inspired me to just let it go. Let the colours flow, let them do their thing.
But if you notice, they work.
But it's not exact.
No, but you got one light side, turn it around. And this side's got more blue. It's exactly the same on that other panel.
Yes, I know. But then, the way it's going to stitch up is I'm going to have a dark... It's going to be like my Technicolor Dream coat, guys.
But you could have a back dark or a front dark?
No, because of how the panels are constructed.
Okay.
It's not going to work that way. So I'm going to have mishmatch on both front and back, which I don't know how I feel about that. But I am powering through. I am going to get it done. I am going to connect them. I'm going to come on here wearing it. And I am 99% sure that I am going to be saying next week, because this has got to be done by next week, because I've got a whole other one to make. And I thought of doing this in me retro stripes as well. How beautiful is that going to be? I mean, you can tell me in the comments if you think that's a hideous idea, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think it's a fabulous idea.
So what one's the retro stripe?
Retro stripe is this one.
Oh my god.
Because, again, Cinnamon Stitches loves neon, and I've been holding on to that retro stripes that I was given in Happy Mail for so long, because it needs to be the perfect project, because once it's used, it's very unlikely I'm going to get any more. Because again, it's not a readily available yarn to us here. So I needed to think of something that was worth using that yarn for, which you guys across the pond are going to be like, Sam, it's Red Heart. It's really not that special. But to me, it is special because I can't just bob down the shop and get some more. Like, it would cost me a fortune to get more, or I'd have to hope that someone sends me more. That's not a plea. Just saying. So I thought, if I'm loving these shrugs, I can have this yarn that I picked, the other yarn that I picked, and a retro stripe one as well. So I can switch up my wardrobe depending on what I'm wearing and what mood I'm in. And the retro stripes. Although Cinnamon Stitches can't use it with her fingers, she can use it in her knitting machine, but not her fingers. I think she secretly loves the retro stripes as well, and the neon is her whole essence. So I'm going to get this one done. I'm going to model it for you. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to get used to the fact that it doesn't match. And then at some point in the future, I will make the other two that are in the pipeline. But I do want to get a couple of other things done in between. So you will see another two. Just not sure when. So yeah, I need to finish this panel. Get them together. Put the whole finishing touches on. And hopefully next Friday I'll be sat here wearing it going... because I'll be so proud of myself. So just as a brief recap, I chose the King Cole Bramble DK. This is again a UK yarn. 100% acrylic, 100 grams. Actually, it's premium acrylic. I apologise. 317 yards or 290 metres. And it is a DK or a lightweight 3. And then, if you didn't see it, I'm prepared to show it again. Because every time I show it, people go crazy at how big it is. Honestly, if you read the comments, it's quite funny. It's huge, and my kids have come up with a word that is a cross between ginormous and huge. So this is Jai Huge, and it is Jai Huge. It's bigger than my head. It's bigger than Mike's head. It is absolutely massive. And a couple of you have been kind enough to Google to find out how many yards is in it, because it doesn't say on the ball band. There is over 1,200 yards in this one ball. And again, it's a lightweight 3 or a DK. Baby double knitting, machine washable, and it does say made in England for James C. Brett. So this has got to be an older brand for James C. Brett. Yeah, there are lots of current ones, but this has got to be an older one because it doesn't have his name and his logo all over it. So this has got to be one of the generic ones back in the day before he became a big UK brand.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he is a big brand. He's the same guy that did this that Moo gave me.
Oh, okay.
So she had lots of that in her shop as well, and I might just have to go and get some more so that Moo's yarn can be added to another ball and made into a bigger project. But that's for another day. So yeah, my Sunshine and Rainbow Shrug is much more underway than it was last week. It's not yet on my body. Will it be on my body next week? You need to tune in and find out. And I am so hoping it is, because I am so excited about this. And that is that. Because like I said, we did Tile of the Week. And you can't see my FO. And all I've got left was this. So that's my turn over with. Over to you, Mike.
Hello. My turn.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, that just really made me giggle.
Right, so if you haven't been here before, I'm Moose Mike.
Yeah.
And I am using, in my first project, a Bridget bag cozy or cake cozy.
What's Bridget's channel name?
Queen's Crafts by Bridget.
Indeed, I'll link her below now that he's mentioned her.
You can see the crown logo.
Yes. Hang on, if you have any bag needs,
this bag.
Yeah, if you have any bag needs, go over to Bridget's channel. She'll be linked down below, and email her. And between you can come up with the bag of your dreams.
Yes.
Just saying.
So, last time, and if you haven't been here, you wouldn't know. But you're going to now, because I actually put a stitch marker in this time.
Yay!
Yay! So, let's get it out.
I don't want to ruin it with my tea.
Still attached. So, that's where I started at the end of last. I haven't done a lot. Couple rows. 3 rows.
You'll understand why in just a second.
Yes, you will. But there it is.
Upside
Beauty.
down.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is.
Alright, okay. Upside down. But the blue and the lavender and the sparkle.
So you can see.
You can see it sparkling.
Pure lavender, and you can see the blue just starting to creep in bit by bit by bit and getting darker and darker. But the sparkle for me is the main star of the show, and the drape.
It's amazing. And this is one of the best patterns I've ever done.
And he's going to say that every week.
Every time. Beginner friendly.
Yeah.
So once I got to knowing the pattern and how to do Manfa's little trick with it, which I can do now, I don't even have to look at the pattern anymore, and it is just mindless crochet.
If you have the pattern, if you've bought the pattern and you want to know my little hack or my little trick, bob me an email. I'll fill you in.
Yes. Anyway, the yarn I'm using for this pattern is a Sultan Deluxe Shine. It is starting to fall apart, as you can see off on this side where I'm pulling it from. Squidgies. Yeah,
Hello.
so there's not much left. It's a Cotton Kings. God.
Where'd you get it from?
Hobie. Or Hobby. Whatever one you want to call it.
Or hubby, I've heard someone say. I don't know.
250 grams, approximately 1,000 meters. Which I believe is 1,093 yards. Yeah. It is 96% cotton, 4% polyester. You need a 3.5 or a 4 mil hook, or it recommends. A 2.5 to a 3.5 mil knitting needle. It is a lightweight 2 or a 2 fine weight. It can be washed at 30 degrees C.
Celsius.
Yeah. No bleach, no tumble dry, no iron. Can be dry cleaned.
I would just hand wash and lay flat, guys.
Especially with the sparkle.
Yeah, but you can't feel the sparkle in it at all.
No, you can't.
It's super soft.
It is so soft.
Super soft.
But
like,
it was made in Turkey.
Even like picking it up and doing this, you cannot feel the sparkle at all. You would think that's just soft. Pure cotton.
And that is a pattern made by...
Did you give him the colour number?
No. Colour number 27.
They do have names, but they don't put the names on the ball bands. And again, Hobie, I know you're probably not watching, but if you do, can you please print your colour names on the ball bands? Because half of us yarn lovers
like to know the colour name.
To know the colour name. We can tell our folks the colour name, but also it might even influence our yarn purchases. Just saying.
Back in the bag. It's all bulgy now, though. There's a lot in there.
Yeah.
Right. As I was saying, that is a pattern made and designed by Obsessive Crochet Amanda.
Obsessive Crochet
Lady Amanda. She has a channel.
Yes,
go and
I'll
check
link
her out.
it.
And also, if you want to buy the pattern, I believe it is $4.50.
You never tell them what the pattern's called. What's it called? Come on!
Feeling fancy, sure.
Yes.
I nearly forgot.
So I will link Amanda's channel down below. She has got content. Check her out. She's fabulous, just like the other people I've mentioned. Check them out, guys. Yeah. You're missing out if you don't know them. But also, I will write down the email address that you need to send an email to Amanda. That's how you get hold of her, for her to tell you how to pay, and then she'll send you the PDF once you have paid. And how much is that beautiful pattern?
$4.50.
Come on, guys. Well worth it.
Very inexpensive.
Very, very, very worth it. So don't be intimidated. It is so beginner friendly, but it is so gorgeous as an end result. You wait till he gets to the lacy trim. Honestly, it is beautiful. I tested it. It's on previous videos of mine. Amanda's got it on her channel. You can see it over there. But for $4.50, send her an email. She'll let you know where to pay, and then you'll get your PDF just like that, and you can get well away. Because this one's addicted. I don't think this is going to be the only feeling fancy he makes. Just saying.
No. Anyway, my next project. In my whisk bag of a wolf.
Project number 2.
Because wolf is my favourite animal.
Yeah. This was also whisk. Yes. And this was also whisk.
Yes, it was.
Just saying.
I am making, from this book, Amigurumi Made Easy by DIY Fluffies, which
Mariska Vos Bowman. I'll say that bit.
Meteor books. Yes. And I am making...
Where can they get that book?
They can get this book...
When it launches...
In May.
And I believe it's the beginning of May, so you haven't got much longer to wait, guys. But you can still get the PDF over on amigurumi.com.
I'm not sure where you can get it from. Maybe Amazon?
You can pre-order it on Amazon now, but it won't arrive until it is actually for sale in May.
Well, there you go. And I am making Hootie.
But you don't call him Hootie. Who have we been calling him the last couple of weeks?
Spud.
And if you're not familiar with what a spud is a slang word we use here in the UK for a potato.
So, he doesn't look like a potato anymore.
No, he did. Go back a couple of Crochet Catch Ups and you will see both last week and the week before he was a bit spud-like. He was a bit potato-esque.
He was indeed.
So he got the name Spud.
So,
are you ready?
There he is. I have finished him.
Mike's not got 2 projects on the go anymore.
No.
He's only got one. He got an FO.
Look at him. Look. He's got his feet.
When did you...
His wings are massive because I did Aaron.
When did you complete him,
I'm
Mike?
holding his tail. I completed him last night.
We are filming this on Thursday, so he finished this on Wednesday night.
His tail.
Yeah.
And his eyes and his nose, his beak and his feathers. Spud the owl.
Yes, who already has a home.
Yes, for someone in work.
And why are you making Spud? What for?
Amigurumi Wars, which I have not sent off yet.
No, because if you watch Lady Jan's video from today, she tells you off in her video.
Does she?
She goes, Michael, where's Spud?
Spud's coming.
She doesn't actually shout that meanly, but she does say, I'm expecting Spud by the end of the month. Come on.
Well, Spud's coming tonight.
I did comment this morning and I said that you will be sending an email because you finished him last night.
So, we need to look at Spud.
I'll hold up Spud.
Yes. So the grey was Premier Just Yarn worsted. And it is a 4 medium. Yeah. It is 109 yards or 100 metres, 100% acrylic, and it recommends it doesn't say.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, a 5.5 hook, sorry, and a 5mm knitting needle. It's you can machine wash it on a warm cycle, you can tumble dry on a normal heat. And that is it really with that one. So that's the grey. The beak and the feet were done in this lovely colour, which is Stylecraft Special DK, which is a free weight. So I've actually used in this one 2 different styles, 2 different weights of yarn.
Colour gingerbread, I believe.
Yes, it is. Yeah. It's 100% premium acrylic. Acrylic.
322
yards.
It's because we've been saying potato.
Yeah. Approximately 295 meters. Has a natural anti-pilling.
Yeah.
Recommends a 4mm hook and a 4mm needle. The shade obviously is gingerbread.
Yeah.
Made in Turkey, but you can wash it at 30 degrees C. It can be cool tumble dried, and it can be cool ironed, and it can be dry cleaned. But again, I do not suggest doing any of them. So that's that one. And then the main body of the owl was done in this one. I can't remember the sandstone. There we go. And I don't know the specs because there is no ball band.
It's the same specs as the gingerbread.
Exactly the same specs as the gingerbread.
Yeah.
And
what size safety eyes did you use?
15mm.
Big ol' eyes.
And the eyes are obviously made out of white, which is the same specs because it's special DK.
Yeah. The only yarn that was different was the grey.
Yeah. And it shows because of the size of his wings.
But I like them. I think it makes him fluffy and squishy and cute. And he's literally palm size. And he does sit on his own.
He doesn't sit there.
He doesn't wibble wobble. There we go. But on the table, he's even better. He'll sit there forever.
Yeah.
And who's he going home to?
He is going home to a colleague of mine in work because she has taken an interest in my crochet because she's got crocheted items herself. So I thought, since nobody is claiming it here, I will take it into work and offer it to her.
Freebie.
Yes. I'm not going to say her name.
No, that's fine.
So yeah.
I think you mentioned her name last week, but
did I?
That's okay.
Okay, but I don't think I said her.
So yes, Mike had 2 projects, but now he is down to 1.
Yes.
I think that will change in the near future.
That will change as of tomorrow when I have been paid.
Ooh. So he's not going to tell you what it is.
You're not allowed to see it.
Oh, what? Not at all?
Nope. Not
Why?
until it's finished.
Oh. But it's not because it's on a different segment and they're going to see it anyway.
No, but it is something that nobody's allowed to see until I've finished. Except you, of course, because you live here.
Oh, well, people are going to miss out on the progress then. We don't need to say what it's for.
There will be an extra project ready for progress every Friday as well.
So you're going to get another 2 on the go?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what this one's planning. Anyway. Yes, but Amigurumi Wars. You mentioned hashtag Amigurumi Wars 2023 and you didn't explain to the folks what it is.
Because I'm about to. It is the brainchild of Anita at y.o.h crochet.
I'll link her.
We will link her. She basically made this segment a couple of years ago, maybe a year ago. I can't remember which one. But you basically compete, really, for points.
It was confirmed that it was a year ago. It only ran last year.
There you go. You basically make amigurumis.
Mm-hmm.
Now this year is different to last year because
they don't really need to know about last year, though, do they?
No, not really. But this year you are competing for points. So if you make a free pattern, you get 1 point. If you make a paid pattern, which could be books, magazines, kits, all that malarkey. You get 2 points, and there is a spotlighted designer which you can only find out about on Anita's channel.
Different one every month. Mm-hmm.
And if you make that one, you get an extra point. Now, if you make a free pattern from that designer, you get 2 points, and so on and so forth. So if it's paid, you get free.
Yep.
Sometimes the host of that month will put an extra twist on, but that will be for their doing, not for Anita's prize at the end.
Yep. And it'll be a different channel every month, different host, so you need to stay tuned to whoever's hosting to let you know where to go the following month.
Mm-hmm.
This month it is
Lady Jan at an Alaskan crafter.
A lot of people have got her name wrong and said awful, awful things, and you were very, very close there.
I kind of messed it in my mouth.
Yeah,
Yes.
an Alaskan crafter, Jan,
crafter.
who is my YouTube mummy. I will link her down below. She is the current host. So if you have made any amigurumis this month, guys, pop it on an email to Lady Jan.
Mm-hmm.
She will include it, and you will gain points. Now,
Yep.
the whole reason for gaining points is you get entered into the monthly draw by the host. The host chooses what prize he or she's going to give.
Mm-hmm.
And for every entry you get your name, whether it's a spinny wheelie thing or a random picker doodad or whatever. I don't
Whatever
know.
way they're going to do it.
I can't do them things. They're too technological. No, I can't even say it. Technological. And you win that host's month, hopefully. Mm-hmm. But you can do this all year long and keep building your points, because if you have the most points at the end of the year, you get the big grand prize, which is one prize from each of the 12 hosts that have hosted that year. Now, I'm going to be a host in October. I will be given a monthly prize when it is the month of October. I am joining in most months throughout the year. I'm not going to promise to all, but most of them I'll do my best to get at least one entry in to support my fellow podcasters and friends. But I will not be in the running for the grand prize. None of the hosts will be able to win the grand prize at the end of the year because it's us giving away the prizes. We can't win our own prizes. That would be silly. So get your amigurumis in, even if you didn't know about it, even if you're only just hearing about it. I know it's the 4th month of the year already, but if you've already made one, Lady Jan wants your picture. She wants to showcase it at the end of the month, and she wants your name on the list and for you to get points.
And I have got to get a picture of Spud and send him now.
Yes, and I need to get a picture of my mysterious FO and send it to her now, but ask her not to showcase it on her channel until after Sunday because I need my video to come out first. But she's my YouTube mummy and she will totally understand. And also Jan has other fabulous content as well. So does Anita. Anyone we have mentioned, I will put their links down below. If you are not familiar, click on it, check them out, see if they're your cup of tea. We would never recommend anyone that either wasn't a friend of ours or wasn't someone that I personally watch and follow and like and support. I wouldn't sell you a red herring. I wouldn't try and steer you wrong. However, check them out for yourself. If you like them, do the usual. Like, subscribe, notification bell, all those wonderful, wonderful things. But most importantly, you might have new content to watch, and how fabulous is that? I'm always looking for new content to watch. So give yourselves a present. Click those links. Find some new friends. That is what this Yarny community is all about. Anyway, we have kept you for the best part of 40 minutes again. These crochet catch-ups are getting longer and longer. I do apologise. So, on that note, we are going to let you go. Please, please, please head over on this channel again tomorrow, though, because we are going live at our usual time straight after the beautiful Granny D, which will be 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK, 3 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Pacific. But I am not clear on any of them other than 4 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. UK. Those two are definitely correct. Everyone else, you might want to double check because Manfa's probably wrong. Anyway, guys, we'll see you tomorrow at the live for lots of fun and chat as usual. We love the live so much. We always have a giggle and fun.
I will be crocheting again on the live because I have missed crocheting this shawl.
He needs to get back onto that shawl. He's got itchy fingers to get back on that shawl.
I'll also be doing some tonight.
We will see you in the live tomorrow. There is daily content here at Manfa's Make, so please do head over every day and see what we have put up for your entertainment purposes. Some of it you'll love, some of it you'll just be like, oh, what are these pair doing now? Anyway, we love you loads, and until then,
stay safe.
Be kind.
Look after one another.
Get some good quality time in with your loved ones.
Get some good quality crafting time in.
We will see you in the next one.
Or around the YouTube streets.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Doing it over a year and we still stumble on the outro. Bye.